boys and girls, it's time for STaR. So go ahead and stand up wherever you are and get your two little hands ready. Two little hands go clap, clap, clap. Two little feet go tap, tap, tap. One little body spins round and round. One little body sits right down. Curiosity sitting on my book. Thank you for watching it for me, Curiosity. So today, the title of our story is My Supermarket Safari. That's the name of our story. The author is Rebecca Slavin. She wrote the words, and it's illustrated by Wanda Jackson. She made the pictures. So let's look at the picture on the front of the book. How about I scoot up a little bit? You know, Miss Amy, I'm always moving on you. Let's look at the picture on the front of the book. What do you see? It all looks like things you might find at a supermarket, right? Some milk, we've got some yogurt, some peas, some eggs. So, like I said, these are things that we typically find in a supermarket. Why do you think that all of these things are in the picture? Maybe the title can help us figure it out. What do you think? The title is My Supermarket Safari. I know that a supermarket is a place where people go to get their food, right? I wonder what the word safari means. You know what? I read a story once, and someone who went on a safari, he took a trip into the jungle. Yeah, these plants look like they could be something that you might see in a jungle, right? Yeah, I think so. Those definitely look like they could be. I wonder if this is a story about a jungle supermarket. What ideas do you have about the story? Well, let's read it and find out if you're right. Supermarket Safari. Every Thursday, I go to the grocery store with my dad. I like to help him with the shopping for our family, but it's also a great adventure for me. The grocery store is huge. It's like a forest or a jungle where you could get lost forever. But I've made up some tricks to help me find my way. The foods in each aisle are all together in groups. One aisle has nothing but cereals. Another has tea and coffee. Another has pet supplies, and so on. All you have to do is learn how everything is sorted. Then it's easy to find what you need. My dad asks me to find something on his list, and I use my super tracking skills to track it down. If he says eggs, I look in the aisle with milk, cheese, and yogurt, and there they are. If it says canned peas, I look for the aisle with all the canned veggies. Sometimes I have to try 2 or 3 aisles before I find the right one, but I always find what I want. One of my favorite parts of the store is the produce section. That's where they have fresh fruits and vegetables. I like to see the smooth purple eggplants, the broccoli that looks like little trees, the bright green limes, the red, green, and yellow peppers, and the brown, hairy coconuts. We always buy apples and oranges, but there are so many kinds that it's hard to know if I'm picking the right kinds. Bananas are easier because there's only one kind. You just have to get them when they're not too green and not turning brown. So why do you guys think the produce section is one of the child's favorite places in the supermarket? I think maybe they like the colors, right? Because he was talking about all the different colors of the things in the produce section. After I find something, I have to find my dad again. If I can't find him, I have to look down all the aisles. Sometimes he hides on purpose, so it's like we're playing hide and seek. I really like to go to the deli. Mr. Salvatore slices whatever you want. Salami, cheese, ham, and slices it as thick or as thin as you want. So you can make sandwiches at home. He also has salads, soups, and broiled chickens. When he sees me, he always says how fast I'm growing and gives me a slice of something to help me grow faster. When I grow up, I'd love to have a job in a deli like Mr. Salvatore. One day, a funny thing happened at the store. My dad and I were shopping and hiding around the corner from each other and laughing. Then I saw her right in the middle of the dried prunes. Whom do you think that the child saw? Let's see. It was Mrs. Lopez, the principal of my school. Luckily, she didn't see us. I went to my dad and whispered to him that we had to calm down because we didn't want to get in trouble with Mrs. Lopez. My dad and I put on our very serious faces and went to say hello to Mrs. Lopez. Actually, she was really nice. I think she's nicer in the grocery store than she is in school. My dad shook hands with her, and she told him what a good student I was and how she loved to see my writings posted in the hall. I was so proud. My dad was too, but I sure am glad Mrs. Lopez didn't see us when we were goofing off. At the end of our shopping trips, my dad and I go to the bakery. We get bread and rolls, and then my dad lets me pick out a cookie. I always pick a green cookie in the shape of a leaf, with sprinkles on the top and chocolate on the bottom. Leaf cookies are kind of an odd idea, but trust me, they're delicious. On the day we met Miss Lopez, my dad let me pick 2 cookies for my famous writer, he said with a smile. Why do you think the dad let her get 2 cookies today? Maybe from that good comment from the principal, right? Said that she was doing so good. Finally, at the checkout line, we put all of our groceries on the belt. The checkout lady is named Sandy. She always says, "How you doing, hun?" She weighs our grapes, apples, oranges, and even my cookies and puts in special codes for each item. Finally, she tells us how much we have to pay. I'm always amazed. Sometimes it's more than $100, but I guess that's what it takes to feed a whole family for a week. We push our carts out of the store and my dad gets in the car. We load all of our groceries into the trunk. Today's adventure is over, but next week we'll have another one. So the little girl in the story likes to help her father get things off of the grocery list. That could be hard if the store is very big, right? So the girl knows that all of the foods are grouped together in long aisles, and that helps her to figure out how to find the items on the list. We heard the word aisle many times in the story. What do you think the word aisle means? In the grocery store, there are these long rows, right, with different kinds of food. The space between the rows where we push our shopping carts, that's called an aisle. Can you think of a place you've been where there was an aisle? A place to walk between rows of things? Well, the produce section is one of the girls' favorite parts of the store. What are some of the other parts of the grocery store where the girl and her dad buy food for their family? It seemed like she liked the deli too, right? Because she got to see Mr. Salvatore and got a piece of meat or cheese, right? At the end of the story, the dad let his daughter pick 2 cookies because she is a famous writer. What does the word famous mean? A famous person is someone whom a lot of people know. So if you're famous, a lot of people know who you are. Why does the dad think his daughter is a famous writer? Maybe because Ms. Lopez said that she always enjoyed seeing her work and hung up in the hallway, right? And normally when it's hung up in the hallway, that means it's good. And that's where you want your work to be so everyone can see it. All right, I hope you enjoyed our story. I'll see you back here for our math moments. All right, guys, see you soon.